Welcome to FSA ID. We are going to be talking about how to do an FSA ID. It's super important for especially juniors who are going into their senior year to start to look at what those deadlines are for getting your FAFSA in, how to walk through it, finding your resources to walk through it, which is what we're doing today as well. So my name is Analee Calvillo. I work for GWADA. We are a very dynamic team of women who support academic education, such as STEM education, technology, and entrepreneurship. And it is my pleasure to serve as the program manager for this nonprofit. So if you have any questions about what kind of work we do, or you're interested in learning a little bit about what GWADA does, you can definitely contact me. We are at gwada.org. And we have a lot of different resources and information on that website, and you can definitely reach out to us for that as well.
Hi, my name is Esmeralda Buenrostro, and I'm currently a junior at the Quincy High School, and I'm a running student, and I'm planning to go to college. And this is my first time setting up my FAFSA ID, so.
Thank you, Esmeralda. My name is Gaby Fernandez, and I am the Family and Student Engagement Specialist for the NSCE, the ESD 171 here in Wenatchee. I've been working with students in their FAFSA and WAFSA for 15 years, and this is a passion of mine. We're gonna walk Esmeralda through, and we're gonna ask her right now to share her screen, because what we're gonna do is that we're gonna show you where to go and how to apply. So please, Esmeralda, share your screen. Perfect.
Awesome.
Ready?
So yeah, FSA ID, it's very important for several reasons. You need this ID to be able to do your FAFSA form. You also need this ID to be able to sign your form at the very end once you're going to proceed to submit your form. So there are various reasons why we need this ID, and it's super important. At the very top, Esmeralda, can you scroll up a little bit? I just want to make sure we can see. Oh, okay, so right there. So at the very top, you see that there is two links, English and Spanish. For Spanish speakers, you want to click on the Spanish link so that you can get your form in Spanish and you're able to go through it. I do want to put out there that we will have a Spanish version of this video as well. We're going to do a little voiceover for Spanish speakers so that they can understand the form a little bit better if they need to in Spanish. So another thing, as we go through the form, you need to have several different information such as your social security. You need your personal phone number. Make sure that that phone number is your cell phone number, because you will be receiving some codes to verify several things on the form. You need to have an email, and the email portion is very important. You need to make sure that it's not your school email, and you need to make sure it's not a job email, because as soon as you leave your current school or your job, those emails will be deactivated by the school and your job organization. And we want to make sure that you continue to get information that you need from FAFSA and you have access to that. So create a new email that you will use specifically for your FAFSA or scholarships. So as we go through this, think about what you want to put in there, Esmeralda. If you already have a personal, then that's great. So let's proceed. Oh, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I just want to tell you that all students that are born and legal residents in the United States are allowed to fill out their FSID to open their FAFSA. If you are not born or you're not a legal resident, don't worry. WAFSA has also an ID that you have to open as soon as it opens on October 1st.
Yes. And so as we proceed into the form, you're going to be asked to create a username. So go ahead and do that, Esmeralda. Create a username for this FAFSA ID.
Okay. Can it be anything?
Yeah,
Yes.
that you're going to remember.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to ask you to write it down and then take a picture and save it in the cloud. Huh?
Yes.
Okay, let me just write it over here.
So as she types that in, I do also want to note to you guys that when we create these emails and these usernames, let's make sure that they're appropriate, because you will be sharing your email with scholarship organizations, or you're going to be sharing it with FAFSA. So you want to make sure that it's not anything random that doesn't relate to you. It could be as easy as your first and last name, or I know that I use like my first initial of my first name and then complete it with my last name. So just some tips for that.
Yeah, and it's available, Esme. Good job. So now you create your own password. Okay, don't forget to write it down.
Okay, go ahead and click continue. And so now we are going into more personal information, identification information. So go ahead and fill in your first name and your other information. And we want to make sure that that first name and middle initial and last name matches your social security number, because your social security number will be connected to your name. And it could take, since the FAFSA does take 2 to 3 days, it may take even longer because they're trying to verify that your name is what is on your social security number or your social security card.
Okay.
And you need to fill out 2003.
Yeah.
All righty.
Awesome. Let's proceed to continue. At the yeah, right there. All right, so now they need your contact information, and here's where you'll write your phone number, your email. They're going to use this information to verify at the end that this is you. So be aware that whatever phone number you're putting in, it's your personal cell phone number.
And for the alternate phone number, you can use your parents if they have one. Okay.
For the home address, Gabby, it needs to be a permanent address, right? So that would be either with their parents, where they currently live.
Yeah, even though if you move out of your home and go to college, your parents' home is the number, it's the address that you're gonna have as a permanent address always when you're applying for FAFSA. And then for your language preference, all documentation is gonna come to you and you're gonna have to translate for mom and dad if they don't understand, okay? So make sure that it's the language that you're gonna be comfortable in.
Okay. So I'll just leave it in English.
Got it. Let's continue. And so now we're going into some more security questions that you will potentially receive when you're logging into your FAFSA, for example. So if you click on the first challenge question 1, you'll see a drop down that tells you all the different questions that you can choose from. So choose some that are going to be really familiar to you, that you can answer right away. Like, if you're attending the Quincy School District, maybe you want to put Quincy's school district or Quincy High School, or if it's an elementary school, you can name your elementary school. So any of that sort.
Okay.
Nowadays, there's never enough security. So,
Yes.
you know, because you have to be taking care of your social security number so much.
Oh, yes.
So another thing that we want to share with you is that if your parents are not legal residents of the United States, they do not need to open an FAFSA ID account. They're going to have to send out and print a signature page at the end of the FAFSA application, and that's really easy. If your parents have legal residency, and by that I mean that they're able to come and go from the country at any time, they need to open one. We do not use ITN numbers to open parents' FSIDs because those numbers are only for filing taxes. Okay,
Okay.
ready?
Okay,
Yes.
we can continue.
Continue.
All right, so make sure that you confirm all of your information that you've provided, your name, you make sure that that matches your social security, that you have your complete birth date. Like Gabby said, you need to have, if it's a single digit, you need to have a 0 in front of it, and you need to make sure that you complete the whole month, the day, and then the whole year. So if that looks correct to you, you can go ahead and confirm that and then continue to the bottom and just keep checking your information. Okay, and you have some terms and conditions there just outlined for you to review.
And so what they really want to let you know is that they're going to be sending you texts on your account that you are going to be, they're testing that everything that you have inputted is the truth. You're not lying. So that's what it is. Okay.
Do I press continue now?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm. So now you're gonna get a code to your phone, and that's how you're gonna verify your phone number. If you got it, enter it, and then verify.
And I believe you have like 30 minutes of,
Mhm.
having this code until it expires.
Yes.
Yeah.
Verify, and then now you're gonna get an email in your, an email on your Gmail account with another code to verify your email account. Did you get it? It may take a little bit to get it, but
Yeah.
I haven't gotten it.
okay. Check your junk mail too, because it might be there. Sometimes it goes there.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll just might need to refresh your
Your
Gmail account as
Your
well.
Gmail account. Yeah. And if you don't get it, there's always a resend secure code underneath. It's a link,
Mhm.
and they'll send it to you again. So we'll wait a little bit. And while we wait, you got it?
Yes.
Okay, so while we wait and she enters that, we want to let know every single junior that you can get help from your school counselor or any mentor that you have that's going to help you to go to college. You can use these video also to do your parents' FSID, and you can watch it as many times as you want. And another thing, October 1st, write it down in your calendar, is the first day to apply for your FAFSA. So We might get another video going so people know will learn how to do it and what are the requirements to do it. And your FAFSA is created.
Yes. Congratulations.
Yay.
You have your FSA ID created.
Thank you. And we're gonna,
Yeah.
if you want, if you have time, Esmeralda, can you double check your phone right now and see if you got an email from FAFSA telling you that your FSID is created? And
Okay.
just show it to the screen. So that's kind of like the actual, yes, you got it.
Mhm.
Okay, it was gonna take a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay.
No worries.
If you don't wanna, you can stop sharing your screen and we can see your beautiful face again. There you go.
Oh, I got it right here. It says
Hey,
Yay! Created successfully.
perfect. So that's kind of like the last step is that you're now able to start your application. I'm gonna
Yes.
tell everybody the application is not open yet. So don't go right now and like going, oh my gosh, I gotta apply for FAFSA. I always tell everybody FAFSA is like a pot with tamales. Like Analee wants 8 and I have 10. I give her the 8, but then Esmeralda comes and tells me, give me 5. I only have 2. I mean, sorry, I don't have enough. So we have to apply early, and
Mhm.
that means that your parents have to have filed their taxes for 2020. We always use the one that's the year before, and you are the class of 2021, 2022. So that's you're going to start your classes in next fall, not this one, but next fall. So that's the fall of 22. All right.
okay.
Thank you, Esmeralda.
Thank you so much, Esmeralda.
Guys.
Good luck. And if you have any questions, just tap on us or tell me,
Yes.
Carrie, that if you need any questions, we're here to help you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah, thank you for helping me.
Have a good day. And if you have friends that are needing help, we're going to share these with the counselors.
Yes.
And we're going to post it on our social media so everybody can access it. Okay.
Okay, thank you.